Hi, I'm Annika. Welcome. Thank you for tuning into my channel today. I'm going to kill bloody mosquitoes because the window's open. Today we're going to do a little yoga flow and then calm down at the end. Sounds like a good time? Let's start on our backs on your mat. Just lay down. And breathe. Just focusing on that breath, that journey. You're taking breath from outside within. Same breath that you're all sharing. The same air that you're all sharing. The same technique that you're all doing. Very different expressions of bodies that we're given because of our choices, our genetics, our culture, our origins, where in the world we came from. Feel into that body, maybe starting at the tips of the toes. Just notice every single body part. Just work your way through, scan as you lay here, just breathing. Trillions of cells moving, communicating, operating. Incredible intelligence. Maybe left hand finds its way onto the heart. Right hand onto the belly. Why are you practicing today? What are you seeking from your yoga? What does your yoga practice give you? Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe open the eyes, a soft gaze. Roll on up to cross-legged, seated position on your mat. Bring your hands onto your knees. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out through the mouth. And again, deep inhale. Exhale it out. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale it out. Seal the lips, but keep that breath. I want you to just focus on breathing for the next 30 seconds. Breathe. Inhale. So still making that sound. But in the back of the throat, it's a special type of breath called Ujjayi Pranayama, victorious breathing, energy building breath. So it sounds even the same sound as you inhale, back of the throat. This starts to warm the body, starts to fire up your system. And again, breathe. Good. Slowly opening the eyes, finding your way onto all fours. Bring the hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart. Curl the toes under. Take a few cat and cows. You drop your belly, you lift your nose. Exhale, push the mat away, suck the belly in. Inhaling, just follow the breath. You can release the toes as you press the mat away. Just a couple of different shapes, anything that feels good. You can wag your tail. And when you're ready, you'll find your way into downward facing dog, an upside down V. You curl the toes under, take the butt back to the heels, lift up, and begin to press the mat away. Trying to lower your heels down towards the mat. Maybe paddling the heels. Side to side. Pressing back. And engaging that breath, that same Ujjayi breath. Spread your fingers. Come onto the toes. Bend the knees and slowly make your way to the top of your mat. Grab opposite elbows and just dangle. Soften the knees, just sway side to side. Release your head. Lower back, let it go. All that financial tension caught up in the lower back. Bring the hands onto the shins. Halfway lift, look forward. Draw the shoulders back, push the tailbone back. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees again. And again, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, because it feels so good. Inhale. Exhale, fold, and slowly, slowly come on up. But take the arms out, nice and strong, rising up. Reach the hands up. Gaze up. Bring the hands down to the heart. Lock the chin in. Draw the belly button in. Tuck the tailbone. Find your center. Feet together. With our first warm-up, sweep the hands up. Gaze up. Reach up. Lift. Take the left hand, a little side bend. Gaze up. Press out with the hip. Inhale, back to center. Reach up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, reach up. Take a back bend, however that feels for you today. Squeeze the bum, support the back. Inhale, nice and tall. And exhale, swan dive. Chest to thighs. Halfway lift. Fingers in line with the toes maybe. Palms down, take the feet back and lower down all the way. Draw the elbows into the sides, lower down to the belly. Release the toes for me. Squeeze the shoulders, the elbows in. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, halfway. Lower down. And this time come all the way up. Inhale, press through the hands, press through the toes, the legs. You may even float your knees off. Gaze up, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Roll onto one side, look over. Inhale through center, other side. Back to center, downward facing dog. Press the hips up and back. Upside down V shape. 5 breaths. Last breath. Come high on the toes, bend the knees and step to the top of the mat. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Come up. Sweep the hands out and up. Palms touch, hands come to heart, chin into chest, belly button in, tailbone tucks, back to center. And begin again, sweep it up, take it over, inhale back to center. So moving with your breath, the speed of your breath, living life to the sound of your own drum, your heartbeat. Inhale, exhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine, palms down, take the feet back, maybe coming to plank, or you can drop to the knees if you like. Shoulders over wrists, elbows in, lower down, hover. Release, sweep through, release the toes, gaze up. You can roll over to the hip again. And other side. Hips high, down dog. 5 breaths. High on the toes, bend the knees, walk, step, float to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Come on all the way up. Hands come to heart, find your center, take your breath, re-establish that breathing. Begin again, take a round by yourself. As you come back to center, finding Tadasana, mountain pose, another centering, grounding shape. So feet hip width apart, spread the toes, spread the fingers, chin in, belly button in, tailbone tucks. Breathe, get back to your breath. It's that breath that centers, grounds. So you learn how to access breathing when you need it in your life. When those stressful situations smack you in the face, which generally they tend to do. Good, bend the knees, sink the hips. Our second warm up, it's called chair pose. Lift the hands up. Tailbone is heavy, pick up all toes just to make sure your weight's in your heels, and then you can relax them. Bring the palms together and take a twist out to the right. Left elbow, right knee, and draw that left knee back in line. Press the hands down and gaze up, drawing your belly button in. Good, inhale back to center. Twist out the opposite side. Draw that right knee back, press the hands, gaze up. Good, inhale, come back to center, but keep the hips low. We're going to do 3 ski jump breaths. We shush all the air out of the lungs. Inhale. Take the hands behind and back, and one more time. Come all the way up. A little back bend, palms together, fold it down the middle. Wait till I'm in down dog. Barking dog, halfway lift. Palms down, feet back, high to low. I'll meet you in down dog. From down dog, right leg comes high to the sky. Point the toe back, press back with the hands. Draw that heel down to the mat. Start to open out to the side a little. Curl the heel into the bum, lift the knee. Maybe rotate the ankle. Fingers are spread. Good, bringing in rotation now to the spine. Point the toe to the back, gaze between the hands. And as you exhale, bring that foot in between the hands. When you're here, drop the back heel. Find your balance and rise up. Both hands sweeping all the way up, reaching up. And then dip into that front leg. Gaze high. Warrior number 1. Good. Take the hands behind the back. Clasp them. Take an inhale. Take a back bend. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Gaze up. Exhale. Draw the body down. Bringing that right shoulder inside that right knee. Head comes down. Hands come off the spine. It's called humble warrior. Inhale, slowly rise, release the hands. Sweeping that front hand up and back. Dip into the front leg. It's called reversing your warrior. You can gaze down at the back foot or up at the hand, your choice. Good, release. Bringing left hand down to the inside of the front foot. Right hand opens out, pick up the back heel, it's dragonfly twist. Reach high, gaze high. Maybe you could try to come onto the knife edge of the feet. See what that does to the hips. It really opens you out. If you're on the knife edge, come back. Drop the back heel, open out to the side. Come on up, it's a big push up. Take a back bend, open out the chest. Good, draw the hips down over the back foot. Draw the hands down. Rotate open. Your right leg, it's called Skandasana. You can keep your hands down. Take an inhale, come through center. Rotate open the foot. One more time to the back of your mat. Good, walk the hands all the way to the back of your mat. Kick up that back foot into a standing split. Draw the body forward. Just look at your knee. So you're playing with your balance here, strengthening these proprioceptors in the ankle. A lot of stabilizing muscles. We're going to go a little farther now. We're going to slowly try to rise. Bringing the hands in towards the heart. Bringing that left knee up to the chest if we can. Just hugging that knee in for a balance. You pick a gaze point, a drishti, on the ground in front. And if you can't balance, go to a wall and just hold on and then practice letting go. Just a few more breaths. One more breath. We're going to open out back to the side of the mat. Open out. Let it go. Exhale, fold in. Crown of head comes down. Fingers down. You can just shake the head a little side to side. Walking the hands back to the top of your mat. Right fingers in front of right toes. Drawing the weight forward. Half moon to finish. Open out that left leg. Maybe left hand can float open. Open out the hip. Flex the back foot nice and strong. One more breath here. Lower the leg back, lower the arm. Take your vinyasa. I'll meet you in down dog. You could sweep that right leg back, draw the hips forward and take, there you go, your chaturanga like that. If you want to play and fly and float. Left leg now high to the sky, press back. Start to open out to the side. Curl the heel into the bum, lifting the knee high. Take a breath, point the toe, look between the hands. And on your exhale, bring the foot in between the hands, nice and slow. Seal the back heel for me. And on your inhale, slowly rise. You have to press through that front leg. Nice and strong, dip in, gaze up. Clasping the hands behind the back. Take an inhale, press back, chest out, look up. Exhale, dive in. So you're bringing the shoulder to the inside. Head drops, hands come off. It's a really beautiful, deep, deep compression in the hip. Take an inhale, come up and reverse your warrior. Press. Front hand comes up and back. Then dip in, dip in. Take the gaze to the back foot. You're extending up through this left side of your body. Release and twist it out to the left side. Back heel comes off, brings the hip around, hand goes down. Rotate the body open. Maybe you come onto the knife edge. Have a play. Take a deep inhale. Come on up, rise up, all the way, open out. Drop it down to the back foot. Hips come down, hands frame that foot. Or wandering willy here, blue. What are you doing? Are you going a bit senile? In and out. Inhale. Oh, push through to the opposite side. Aren't we all? All the way to the back of the mat. So rotate open that toe. So toe comes to the ceiling. Draw the body down a little so you feel it. Rotate to the back of the mat. Kick up that back leg to standing split. Draw the body in. Take a breath. All the weight into that right foot. You're going to slowly begin to rise. Hands come into heart. Keep your gaze super steady on the ground. Knee comes up. What are you doing, son? Good, open out. Take a back bend, blues. Walking amongst the balls. Fold in. Crown of head to the ground. Just take 3 breaths here. You could sway side to side. You could maybe draw the body in. Your 3 breaths just to fold in. Shut down your nervous system. Then walk the hands back to the front. Left hand about 6 inches in front of the left toes. Fire up the back leg once you get your balance. Maybe opening out. Half moon, maybe pushing down through that standing foot. Fingers might even float. Then drop the foot back. Kick it high. Take your vinyasa. Down dog. 5 breaths. This is like some smooth 90s groove going on. It's like yoga R&B happening right now in the house. High on the toes, walk, step, float, top of the mat. Halfway lift, fold in, bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose to end. Stand tall, hands to heart. Hands to the side, step the feet, hip width. Chin in, belly in, tailbone tucks. Find your breath. And we'll do another round. From stillness, chair pose. Twist right. Inhale this time. We follow the breath. One breath, one move. Inhale, 3 ski jumps. Empty the breath. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come on up. Down the middle. Halfway lift. Palms down. High to low, flow through. Hip side down dog. Zip the toes together. Right leg leads us off, high to the sky. Press back. Curl the heel in, maybe flip your dog if that's in your practice. Flip, you can always drop your butt and then use your knees like a springboard. Open out. Open out the arm. Good, drop the hand, flip the hips, point the toe. Bring the foot in between. Take your time, don't rush. Drop the back heel and on an inhale, rise on up, warrior one. Dip in, feel it. Then clasp behind the back, take a back bend. Dive in. I want you to feel each shape before you move on. Don't worry about what's coming next. It all flows together. Inhale, reversing. Dip in. Good, release, dragonfly to the right. Hand down, twist open. Rotate all the way up to the side of the class. Open out, 5-star. Drop the hips down. Skandasana. Maybe the hands come to heart if you want to really power through. One more time to the back. Then rotate all the way around. Kick up that back leg. Draw the body in. Playing with your balance. Start to draw in, hands to heart. Standing up. And the key is to keep your gaze super steady on the ground. Knee up. Open out. This time fold in. Crown of head to the ground. You got 3 breaths. You can side to side. You could grab opposite shins. You could pop a headstand if you like. It's your practice. Rotating back to the front. Right toes forward. Right hand in front of toes. Half moon. Opening out, another balanced pose. When you're ready, take your vinyasa. From down dog, zip the toes together, left leg high to the sky. Curl the heel in. Maybe flip your dog. Drop your butt if that's good. Good, flip it back, point the toe. Foot comes through, drop the heel, rise on up. Clasp the hands behind, take a back bend, breathe, shoulders. Exhale, draw the body in, get that shoulder inside. Inhale, rise back up like we do in life, right? Reverse. We look behind. And then we say, to hell with it. Let's twist another way. Because looking behind doesn't get us anywhere. Open out, say, to hell with it. Open out. Oh. Fall down onto your butt. See? It's very symbolic. Inhale through center, other side. We fall down onto our butt this way. And just to make sure we get the lesson, we might have to fall down on our butts one more time. And then we turn back to where we came from. We kick up the back leg and we say, oh, I got to find some balance in my life. We start to lift and rise. And we see we can balance a little better, but we might be still a little bit wobbly. Then we say we get a breakthrough, we open out. Hell yeah. Exhale, we fold in. We find we can do all sorts of things. We've got loads of breath. We could even have some fun. We rotate back to the front where we came from. Kick it up and play half moon. And we return back to our source, down dog. Flowing, breathing, and moving. And just when we think it's all over, we get to repeat the lesson again. A little differently this time. Left leg high to the sky. Oh no, we already bloody did that. What am I doing? Just place it back down. Stay back to the start. Come high on the toes. Bend the knees back to the top of the mat. See, I was ready to get another lesson in life. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Come on up. Exhale, hands high. Hands to heart. Feet apart, hands apart. Apparently, I'm ready for a new lesson. Reach up. Exhale, fold in. Grab the peace fingers with the big peace fingers. Grab the big toes. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold the body in. Pull up on those toes. Take the elbows out and draw the body in. Lift the tailbone. Good, release the toes and walk onto the palms. Fingers come into the crease of the wrist. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Draw the weight into the toes if you can and lift the tailbone and the belly high. Good, release the hands, step the feet back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Try to lower the heels. You're a little bit warmer now. Good, come high on the toes, float through to seated. So bend the knees. You can hop, cross the ankles and slide the legs through, something like that. Take your flab, pull it out from your sit bones so you can really feel rooted into the mat. Flex the feet, bring the hands down by the side, and we'll just flow through some seated postures, some ASHTANGA seated. Chin in, draw the belly in, push the mat. It's called staff pose, Skandasana. Preps the body for a forward fold. We'll take 5 deep breaths in each pose from now on. But sometimes I can't count, so let's make those boundaries loose. Take a deep inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold in, peace fingers, bind the big toes. And maybe you can just grab your shins, your ankles, wherever you are, fine. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw the hips forward, lower the knees, lower the head towards the knees. 5 breaths, Paschimottanasana. Slowly draw in. Bring the hands behind you. See if you can point your toes to your mat and lift the hips. Take the gaze back. If that's uncomfortable, bring the feet in and just lift the hips, reverse tabletop. So your choice, take the head back. Fingers pointing to the toes. And if your neck hurts, just keep your gaze straight ahead. Still that Ujjayi breath. Come back to that breathing. We're still energizing the body. Slowly lower the hips. You can lift the feet up, cross the ankles, take the feet back and take a vinyasa if you like. You could pop back, lower down. Down dog. You don't have to take these vinyasas. You can just sit on your bum and relax. Float through back to seated. Drawing your right foot into the sole of the foot into the inside thigh. Take a deep inhale, reach up, lift up the spine, lengthen. And as you exhale, fold in, twisting out to the left, to the outside of that foot, shin. Take an inhale, we add the hips, we lengthen. Exhale, fold in, head to knee pose, Janushirshasana. 5 breaths. Good, slowly rise. Same shape, other side. Extend, draw in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. Exhale, draw the body in. Relax the head. Slowly rise. Extend both legs and now draw that right heel all the way back to the outside of the hip. Maybe take 2 fists, place them in between the leg, the foot, and now this straight leg, walk it forward an inch. Protect your SI joint. There's a lot of things going on in your hip. Take the right hand behind, lift up through the left, lift, 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 twist it out. So you can draw the knee in, take the elbow and lift the palm, gaze over the shoulder. Now flex that bottom foot. 5 breaths. Try to draw that back hand in. It kind of prompts you to keep your spine straight. Release, change sides. So as you learn to set up for these shapes, it becomes automatic. 2 fists, 1 hand behind, heel of the hand into the spine. Walk that foot forward. Flex, nice strong leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, rotate. I use my elbow to draw my knee in. Relax your chin. Release. Take a deep inhale. Draw the feet up. Boat pose. So you can start level 1. If you're just beginning, you're starting to strengthen your core. So lift the toes and balance on your tailbone. You can then maybe invite the hands out to play. We've got 3 breaths left. I just gaze at my pedicure and focus. Good, draw the heels in towards the bum, hands by the side. See if you can lift your bum off. Straight back, boat pose. We're going to take 3 rounds, 5 breaths, let's go. Maybe you want to extend your legs. Those 5 breaths lasted a long time. Keep your heels in, lift the bum. Maybe you even float the feet next time. 3rd round. Take the option that works for you best. Lifting up the chest. That tapas, that fire starts to kick in, right? Discipline. Push through the fire, the tapas. Feet in. Lift the bum. Soles of the feet together, butterfly. So draw the heels in, open the feet like a book, and bring your elbows into the insides. Inhale, lengthen, lift up. Exhale, fold in. Relax your head, 5 breaths. Good, slowly rise, extend the legs out wide. Wide angle butterfly, Upavishta, Konasana. Maybe take your hands, grab your butt. Oh yeah, at least somebody's grabbing it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw the body forward. Fingers to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw in. Flex the feet and then relax. Come on up, nice and slow. Make your way down onto your back, knees are bent. Oh. Good, bring the hands down by your sides. Feet are hip width apart, toes, press them in. On an inhale, start to draw the belly button in, lift the tailbone all the way up to the sky. Bridge pose. Shuffle the shoulders in, maybe clasp the hands, press the shoulder blades together, squeeze. Chin into chest, don't turn your head when you're in this shape. Don't want to damage anything in the cervical spine. Breathe. Slowly release the hands, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower down. Take a breath, exhale it out. Good, one more time. Slowly start to lift. If wheel is in your practice, you can place your hands, your fingers beside the ears. Slowly lifting up the hips, coming onto the crown of your head and pressing up through the shoulders. Otherwise, take bridge again. Slowly lower. Take a breath. Hug the knees to the chest, and on your exhale, come on up. Extend the legs long in front of you one more time. Take the flab from your seat bones. Inhale up, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body forward. Maybe a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to take 10 breaths here. You're not pulling, you're not trying to make it happen. You just relax your hands, relax your head. Let it go. Slowly rise, lower down onto your back, and just lift the legs high to the sky. Hands down by your side, you can point and flex. If shoulder stand is in your practice, you take shoulder stand here, or just stay right here, just letting the legs dangle in this inversion. If you wish to take shoulder stand, kick the legs up, bring the hands behind the hips, walk the elbows in, keep your chin slightly raised off the chest. Otherwise you'll choke and you can't breathe if you have knockers. If you're in shoulder stand, maybe you find plow pose. Toes come behind. If you're just with your feet in the air, maybe find happy baby pose. I'll show you happy baby in a moment. So plow pose, or you can take happy baby, sliding the hands up the inside, grab the outside edge of the feet. Draw the knees down towards the armpits. So these inversions just allowing all the blood to flow back to the heart. Trillions of cells vibrating differently than 50 minutes ago. If you're in plow, slowly start to make your way back down. We extend our legs long and slowly come up onto the elbows. That's it. Take the head back. See if you can bring the crown of the head onto the floor. Puff out the chest, lift up. Point the toes. Hug the knees in. Maybe you need to talk to yourself. Open out the arms, maybe that higher version of yourself. Slowly draw the knees over to the side for a spinal twist. Take the gaze the opposite side. What do you need to tell yourself today? today that would help make things better. Rotate through center, twisting the opposite side. Gaze goes over the shoulder. Maybe you need to hear something from yourself, some encouragement. Back to center and find final resting shape. Just sliding the legs long. Arms down by the sides. Take a breath and let go. Take a soft inhale and a soft exhale. Gently becoming aware of your body. Maybe touching fingers to thumb. Moving your toes. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. A good morning stretch. Reaching the hands high above the head. Point the toes. And just bring some life back into your body. When you're ready, hugging your knees in one at a time. Give yourself a squeeze. And gently roll on to your side. Now you can stay here if you like and just rest. Or when you're ready, gently press yourself up to a cross-legged, comfortable seated position as we seal in our practice with gratitude. Gratitude that we woke up today, but gratitude to everybody that brought this ancient practice down to us today, right here, right now. Bringing your hands in towards the heart. Take a soft inhale and exhale it out through the mouth. And again, deep inhale. Exhale it out. Sending blessings to anybody that needs a little extra love and a little extra energy today. The light in me honors, sees, and feels the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.